ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। The Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. It was the auspicious occasion of Jagadhatri Puja. We saw what is Jagadhatri, the whole universe when it comes into existence in a cyclic process, again and again. This Srishti Sthiti Pralaya goes on eternally, unendingly, just like we sleep and wake up, pass through the Jagrat Swapna Shushupti, every day, again and again, the whole universe goes in the same way, in a cyclic order, the cycle of creation, sustenance and retraction. It goes on and on. So when the universe dissolves and again comes into existence, stages by stages of evolution takes place. When the universe is totally ready, all beings have appeared in it. The whole universe is supported by a power, and that power which supports its existence is called Jagadhatri. We give the name, form and all that, but it is a power Shakti. The power itself becomes the whole universe and all beings, and it pervades also and it supports its existence. Adhara bhuta chadhehe. She is the Adhara and Adheya also. So this Adhara of the universe, she is called Jagadhatri. Dha is to hold. The whole thing is holding. So here we see that Jagadhatri Puja was there. Every year, various aspects of Divine Mother, up to the physical manifestation, bodily manifestation in the world, till there, all aspects of Divine Mother, from the root of its existence, she is worshipped. And one of the aspects of Divine Mother in the formation of the universe and its sustenance is being worshipped here. The main thing of the worship is to bring the cosmic existence into our awareness. Man is forgetful of all realities. He has identified in the waking state with his physical body. He has become a body and moving about in the world, aspiring for small things of enjoyments, possessions, comforts and luxuries. He is not able to think of the remaining aspect of creation. And the plan of nature is evolution of Jiva, its return back to its source. The Jiva has to go back to source. And when it doesn't go, when it wants to loiter in this universe aimlessly, the nature makes painful situations that the Jiva awakens to the realities of life. So, to constantly keep the awareness of the universe and all beings, the entire existence, the relative existence and the absolute existence, both to be aware, the now and then, seasonally, time to time, the worship is done. All things in Hinduism match either with nature or with the divine. Matching with divine or matching with every bit. Whether you take bath or do worship or eat something, everything has reference to nature. Whatever rituals we do, whatever festivals we do, has direct reference to the nature or to the divine. We have two aspects of our existence, bodily existence and spiritual existence. Sharirika astitva, adhyatmika astitva. Sharirika astitva is perishable, it is cyclic. We are born, we grow, we undergo transformation, we undergo decadence, and finally destroyed, birth to death. It's a cycle. So the whole nature, this bodily existence, the spiritual existence, imperishable. It continues from one body to another body, one state of existence to another state of existence. I am in waking state, deep sleep, dream state. I am passing through the three. So I can go to the higher and higher levels of consciousness also. Those are called the samadhi sthithis. So as we go to higher level of consciousness, we reach the more and more of the reality. Our jnana expands, our bodily existence shrinks down. So to match, the whole struggle is to awaken the spiritual existence and get rid of the bodily existence, which is I have wrongly identified with the body as myself, and I have come to the waking state. The moment I identify with the body, I come to the waking state. But again, the nature disconnects, again I come to the waking state, again I am body. But when I go to the higher level of consciousness, if I come back, I will not identify again with the body. I become independent of body. I may not know who am I, but I am not. This physical body becomes the clear realization. So I become independent of the body with spiritual awakening. Then entering into samadhi, entering into Vijnanamaya kosha and higher experiences of God. I will be getting rid of my bond with the subtle body also, Sukshma Sharira. Then from the Karana Sharira also I get to become independent. From the Sthula Sharira, gross body, subtle body and causal body. I first get rid of the physical body. I become independent by entering into Vijnanamaya kosha. By intimately joining with God and becoming one, I become independent of the mind and senses also. Brahma Granthi breaks, Vishnu Granthi breaks, then Rudra Granthi breaks. The three Granthis are attached to the three bodies and to the three states of existence, Jagra, Swapna, Sushupti. So I become independent. Each I cross, I become witness of that state. After spiritual awakening, I become witness of this physical body. When I become, means I may be in any state of existence, I am a witness of that. Now when I enter into dream state, I am not aware of the waking state. When I enter into dream, I must be awake to the waking state also. When I enter into deep sleep, I must be awake to the dream state also. When I enter into my causal body, Karana Sharira, in the deep sleep, I must be witness of the Jagra, Swapna and Sushupti. All the three states. It is possible only when the three Granthis break and then I realize the absolute truth. I am Atman, I am spirit, I am not this physical body. So this realization that I am that and not this, clearly, that is the self-realization, Atma Jnana. So we get the Atma Jnana by this process of inward journey. Similarly, we transcend the external also by expanding ourselves. So here we see the worship and all the rituals or whatever we do is slowly to awaken the spirit and be released from the one by one identity with the bodily existence. Here comes the Jagatdatri Puja. Sri Ramakrishna was invited to Surendra's house in Calcutta, but first he went to Manmohan's house in the neighborhood. They are close by. Sri Ramakrishna has to go to Surendra's house. He is passing through the Manmohan's house and he is landing there. Master was seated in Manmohan's parlor. He said, "Very good. God very much relishes the bhakti of the poor and the lowly, just as the cow relishes the fodder mixed with oil cake. God very much relishes the bhakti of the poor and lowly." See, the rich man, rich people, they don't need the God or His presence. If there is physical strength, a little money and things like that, a little property, all needs of enjoyments and comforts are provided, then what is the need of God at all? How does the mind turn towards the God also? We hear that certain countries, about 23%, 25% of the people have become atheists. Now, these countries are highly advanced in technical field. Science and technology has advanced. They have plenty of wealth and money. There is no need of God for them. So it is natural that what is the need? When there is constant struggle of existence, they turn to the nature and see why this is happening. When there is all things going on well, there is stagnation, there is no evolution. When pain comes, suffering comes, then there is evolution, because the soul pants to go beyond the limits of the pain. When pain comes, he wants to get rid of pain. When happiness comes, you want to hold on to the happiness. So there is stagnation, there is evolution. And when a poor man is there who doesn't have anything, then he loving God for not physical, any type of love of God. When we say bhakti, God very much relishes the bhakti of poor man. The devotion of a poor man. He is usually, when we are in pain and suffering, we go to the God or any person or anything just to get rid of my pain and suffering. I may go to God and pray, remove my suffering. In bhakti, there is no seeking. I don't say, I am suffering, I am a poor, I am lowly, I am uncared for, I don't have anybody to ask for me. I go to God not to ask, remove my suffering. Give me what I want. Give me status. Give me social recognition. Give me wealth. Give me happiness. No. He is bhakti. Bhakti of the lowly. What is bhakti? Bhakti is sharing myself with God. Bhaja, to share. Bhajasva. Share. Sharing. Mother gives a fruit to the son and asks, share with your brother. Bhratra saha bhajasva. Share this with your brother. So, when we bhaja, share, what I have, I possess, all that I give to God. I am sharing with God. Not my suffering, not my pain, but whatever I have, I share with God. And in return, I receive the love of God. So sharing. God is Ananda Swarupa. I go on giving. Bhakti goes on maturing. First, I have only a small thing I can give, an incense stick. I can't light a lamp before God because I don't have wealth or money to spend for that. And this small love, then whatever he eats, whenever he eats anything, whenever he finds something, he offers it to God first before he eats. Lord, this is yours. You take, and then I will partake your prasad. Whatever prosperity or support or anything he gets, he first offers it to the divine and then takes it. So he will not touch anything in this world. Bhakti means what? I cannot, if I am devoted to God, I cannot be devoted to anything else. I cannot be devoted to any enjoyments of the world. I pay money and have fine dish in the hotel. No, you can't. Because you are becoming bhakta of the enjoyment, not of the God. When I am giving myself to God, I cannot share my devotion with anything else. And wherever I see His presence, I do share. Suppose in a child, in a suffering people, if I see the God's presence and serve them, it is bhakti only. I am seeing the divine and serving. It is bhakti. So going on giving, little by little, I start giving more and more time. Whatever time I get, I sit in a corner and call on Him. I meditate on Him. I pray to Him. I work hard. During working period, I just remember now and then. And slowly, this giving, this He is feeling the presence, He is thinking of Him, goes on increasing. Finally, it comes to the peak that I have given myself and my all to God without any reservation. So this bhakti, the poor man, without any support in the world, instead of seeking small things of the world, is giving away his all to God. This bhakti is most precious. A person who has may give something that has no value. But a person who doesn't have anything, yet gives, has most precious value. When I was in Bangalore ashrama. In front of the ashrama, one old lady beggar used to sit under a tree. The devotees, while coming and going, would throw a few pies at her sometimes. Sometimes give her some food, prasad, what they have got in the ashrama, or anything, food material they have, they will go and give. She will take that. Years she stayed there. The tree itself, whether it is rainy season, summer, this, nobody for her. She is alone and old age. And she was there. And people would throw money at her, and she would carefully keep it below her seat. If no food comes, then she will go and ask in the shop. She will show, you want to take this money, you take, you give me food. That beggar's money to take and to give food to her. Anybody hesitates. Whole day's collection she will go and give to a shop. Nearby one shop was there, a canteen also was there. Whenever she gets some food, she is not bothered. When she doesn't get any food, she will take this money and go. They will not take money also. And they will give her the food. Any little food, even left over this, that something they will give, or a biscuit packet. She will go away. And limpingly, she will come to the tree. Below the tree again she sits. Most of the time she is closing something she is uttering. We do not even know what she utters, why she closes her eyes and sits. Many times, for long period I was thinking she is blind, because momentarily we pass in a cycle to the ashrama. She will be sitting with closed eyes. And at the closing time of the temple, she is beggar, you see, she cannot enter so easily. She will wait a night 8:15. The door will be 8 o'clock to 8:15 is night food offering at the shrine. After the prayer hall, after the evening prayer, 7:45, all people will go away. 8 o'clock they will close the shrine, give the offering. 8:15 they open, 5 minutes they keep it open, and then immediately it will be closed. That all the people going, she will be sitting there. When all people go away, she will go to the opposite footpath and watch the shrine. She will stand there and look at Sri Ramakrishna's photo. All will be dark, only that picture will be lighted, prayer hall will be open, and she will be waiting, and 8 o'clock it opens, she will be waiting, and 1 minute or 2 minutes or slowly she walks towards the ashrama. The gate will be open, and she walks to the prayer hall and goes inside, and what all money she has got collected today, that day, she will put in the hundi and show both hands to Thakur. Her hands are empty, bow down and go away. She is so much afraid somebody may drive her away because she is beggar. And the door is closed. And before people can come and start closing the prayer hall, she is again under her tree. Means you can see she doesn't keep anything. She empty-handed she lives. And then Whatever collection she gets, whole thing she puts in the hundi and goes away. And shows the empty hand to Thakur. I have not kept anything. You are the only support of my life. And this giving is giving all. A wealthy man may be there, a normal householder, he may be wealthy or not wealthy, but if he gives even much of his salary, suppose a middle class man, just sufficient to maintain his living, and suppose even if he is alone living, if he saves from his food and gives to the temple, still he is keeping something with him, you see. Here, nothing is keeping. Nothing for tomorrow. Total dependence on God. Total giving away. Nothing except God. She doesn't have anybody in the world. She alone, she in this world, and without any possession. What? Oh, can you imagine? The great yogis also will not be able to achieve that tyaga, that bhakti, and how precious it might be for Sri Ramakrishna. Hundreds of people, devotees are coming to the temple and going away. But she is exceptionally loved by God. Then what happened was, seeing her, many other beggars started sitting in the front of the temple on Sundays. Sundays is maximum crowd. Lectures will be there of Purushottamanaji Maharaj. So one by one started coming, and after a few years, there were about 10 or 12 beggars sitting in front of the ashrama. Then what to do? Chidanandaji was the president of managers, Swamiji there, Adidevanandaji was president. He called police people and said, these people are creating nuisance here. They will eat and throw things there, make dirty. Though she lived there for so many years, there was not a sign of dirt or smell. These beggars started spoiling the atmosphere. So they were driven away, and along with her, this woman also was driven away. They have some other place to go. She doesn't have any place to go. She went on the other side of the road, and under another tree, she started living there. And the same continued. She would come to in front of the shrine and offer all her things and show the empty hand to Sri Ramakrishna. I have not kept anything today. And go. This is the bhakti of the lowly and the poor. She is the poorest, at the same time she is the richest in the world. Because God is with her. God is her caretaker. One who doesn't have anything, anybody, any support in life, at least those who are renounced, they have some place to stay, some support of life. She doesn't have anything. So this is most precious thing, and we call it poverty of its poverty. The not poor in heart, poor in spirit, but the rich in the internally she is rich, richest person in the world. There is the bhakti of the poor and lowly. Just as the cow relishes the fodder mixed with oil. How joyful would have been God to see amidst millions and millions of people coming and going, in the same street with all possession. She is one just holding on to God without any possession. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dhritavigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha.